saying that there are a lot of different ways that that you never know that there are a lot of advances that are being made that could help us in different ways. And the best thing that we can do is take the best possible care of ourselves now, not to be living in some in the future and saying, well, I'll only be able to live and be happy if ...
What are some relationship challenges that individuals with chronic health conditions face that the broader able-bodied world does not have to worry about as much?
Well, one big thing is, probably the most common way that people meet people now is online dating. And so when you have a disability, especially if you're using a mainstream app, you're dealing with, well, when do I tell people? Do I put it in my profile? Do I tell them once we have established contact and we're chatting and planning on, meeting up? Do I wait until we meet up? And then it's different on it. I know some people who have tried all of the above. And it creates a lot of anxiety about, when do I tell? Mm-hmm. And knowing that you're going to get rejected right away many times just because you have a disability without people even knowing you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And being a person who's an expert in the relationship realm, what is your professional advice on that front?
Well, I encourage people to do whatever they can to talk about what they're experiencing, to seek out groups, to seek out. I know there are apps if you're interested for dating for people with disabilities, but if not, ultimately we have a choice. It's like, do you feed the shame and just withdraw and say, okay, I'm going to get rejected, so it's too painful to subject myself to that, so I'm just not going to try and meet people? Or do I realize that, okay, people are going to reject me whether I have a disability or not, and I'm not going to take that on as my problem. And I know that if I do it enough, I'm going to meet people that are open to really getting to know me and who I am. Easier said than done. And I know how challenging and difficult it is, but, the world needs us to be out there like you're doing, and just saying, I'm here, I matter, I'm important, look at me, get to know me, really.
Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts on the progression of the Human Genome Project and bionics as it relates to individuals with disabilities?
One area that's related to that is stem cell research, which is...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to follow up on that.
Yeah, which is really exciting. And, for FSHD, the type of muscular dystrophy that I have, they're making a lot of advances in having discovered the cause of the disease, and there are biotech companies working on gene therapy to turn off the gene that should be turned off. And we're at a really exciting time. I feel like we're on the precipice of a lot of changes and discoveries. Unfortunately, so much of it is driven by profit. If pharmaceutical companies can profit from the work, and if not, I think so many illnesses and diseases could be cured. We have the ability now to do so, but if there's not money in it, it's not going to happen.
Well, we were talking about stem cell and how that could be prevented. Perhaps I don't understand. I don't know the most recent research on FSHD, but what about for the remaining population that are living with it still? How does that impact? How does the research and the future progression of that phenomenon impact the existing population? Thinking about stem cell research in that realm.
Right. Well, I think the thing that I try that's changed for me, seeing all the advances that are being made. For example, I work in my practice with someone with spinal muscular atrophy, and recently there's been a drug that's gone onto market called Spinraza for people with spinal muscular atrophy, and that there's hope that that science is advancing, that there are a lot of different ways that that you never know, that there are a lot of advances that are being made that could help us in different ways. And the best thing that we can do is take the best possible care of ourselves now, not to be living in some in the future and saying, well, I'll only be able to live and be happy if ... But so it's a balance of really being present and living in the moment, but also being hopeful that there's a lot going on out there that can impact us with many different disabilities and chronic health conditions, including stem cell therapy.